All right. So we here. What's going on, man? 9:44 p.m. It's Thursday, July 9th. Happy to be here in the building. Thursday, July 9th, 9:44 p.m., excuse me. And it's Newwave Podcast, man. We here. We in the building, man. I got my head crack apparel on 556. That's the movement. Always. New wave is the lane. That's the platform we on. Hopefully everybody had a good day and everybody that drama free. Let me say that, drama free. Make sure it's good that you surround your day with good energy, not bullshit, not nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? That nonsense can take your day from here to here, real quick, 0 to 100, or 0 to -100, because you know what I mean. Bad energy is what messes everything up for us. You know. Shout out to everybody that's out there doing these podcasts. Shout out to all the bloggers, all the podcasters. Shout out to everybody that has a platform that's doing something positive with it. And you're not out here just trying to stir up shit. You know what I mean? Stirring the pot, basically. Trying to be somebody you ain't. Off of just talking shit. Because that's all motherfuckers doing is talking shit on these podcasts. They just talking shit. But like I said a few podcasts ago, I said podcasting is the new gangbanging almost. You got your podcasters over here that want to talk like this and talk crazy. You got your podcasters over here. Then you got these podcasters. Then you got motherfuckers just like, you got some podcasters that are up, some that are down, some that are all the way up, some that are in between coming up. You know what I mean? Then you got your big time podcasters. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like, stay in your lane, dog. Stay in your lane. Do what works for you. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to do too much. Don't overwork yourself trying to be creative, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of dudes, they run out of ammunition and then they start talking crazy. And they just lose control of the focus of the matter at hand. Like, the focus is you getting your media out to people, right? That's the focus. Not you shitting on another podcaster. That's corny. You know what I mean? Because I see that a lot. I look on YouTube, I watch the videos. I'm like, alright, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Dudes get like a few viewers, and that shit ain't paying the bills, really, man. You still got to be out here with the wolves, man. We out here grinding for real. This is just something that we do. You know what I mean? Because it's a lane, and we in it. You know what I mean? So moving forward, man, shout out to everybody that's out here podcasting, man. Don't do no dumb shit. Don't be a dickhead podcaster. Don't take your platform and try to be like extraordinary and shit with your shit, man. Just be yourself, man. You know what I mean? Make these moves and try to make something happen with it. But for the most part, just be responsible, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that deep, man. We all out here. It's like I said, it's the new gangbanging, man. These motherfuckers is podcast bangers and shit now. And it's crazy. And I'm not taking no shots at nobody. I'm just saying what I see when I see podcasters. These are my views. You can't knock me for having a view on things. It's my perspective. It's what I see. You know what I mean? Nobody's really reporting anything special. They either talking about music. Most of the podcasters nowadays, only thing they do is they get props for shitting on people, which is not cool. You know what I mean? Because one day, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to see these people in traffic, and you better be strapped up and ready, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you might get a black eye and the motherfucker put you on World Star, and then what? You know what I mean? Because that's the way it go. You know? With the podcasters nowadays, you got these podcasters, they take their lane and they try to make they just do too much. Like, since when this became a war of words with motherfuckers, man, you podcast, you say your shit, you build your brand, and you make moves. You don't gotta just... Every time I look at a podcast, it's these young boys is just shitting on each other. Talking about this, that, and the third. Like, come on, report shit. Talk to the people, man. Let's have real conversation. Let's not sit here and talk about a dude views and shit. Because these guys is on YouTube beefing over views and shit. Viewers. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at all this shit. I'm like, damn, dog, what the fuck type of niggas is y'all? When y'all get on the fucking computer and talk this crazy shit. You know what I mean? A lot of these motherfuckers is just on the computer just talking crazy. Talking crazy. But today we talking about, on this podcast here, shout out to Spotify and iHeartRadio, Apple, Google. Shout out to Instagram. Anybody that checks in on Instagram, y'all always welcome to chime in. You know what I mean? Instagram is just something I just record my live videos and post them on YouTube. But the podcast, the links are always in the bio. If you ever want to just stumble upon the link, just hit it. I got tons of them up there. You know, this platform I probably got like 10 platforms that we on right now. So what we talking about today is the white people respecting us. Respect us the way you respect the athletes. The Latino and black athletes. The way you respect them, respect our individual black African Americans and Latinos the same way. Why can't we get the same praise as LeBron James? When LeBron James hits a jump shot, you motherfuckers jump out the fucking seat for this dude. Y'all love it when LeBron James do that shit. One of the white lady in the media, she said, "Shut up and shoot. Shut up and dribble." She talking heavy shit. That was a couple years ago. But my thing is, you see how black people, we don't get the respect we deserve, man. We've been here for a long time. Deshaun Jackson, we built this country. You know, Deshaun Jackson said something and they trashed him because he was talking about the Jews. See, in this world, you can't talk about Jewish people and gay people. You talk about Jewish people and gay people, they're going to talk about you like a dog. You know what I'm saying? You can't say shit about them people. You can't trash them. But my thing is this. We need to get the respect we deserve. Like, you know what I'm saying? When only time white people like black people is when they hit a fucking jump shot. When they hit a home run out the park. When they make a goal in hockey. Venus and Serena, when they motherfucking hit that tennis ball and run across that court. Oh, they love them. They love them when they do that. But as soon as they talk and say stuff out their mouth, people don't like that. They disagree. They disagree with them. As soon as one of these motherfuckers say something, they downplay it. They make it look like they not even smart enough to speak their mind. You know, so it's almost like we don't get the respect we deserve. Only time we get respect is if we are on stage, jumping around like some fucking assholes. Or if we're on the basketball court, shooting shit and making 3-pointers. I think that has to change. That has to change. We have to figure out a way. You know, and even though we're protesting and we're doing all these protests and we're making noise, and we shaking some shit up. We shaking some shit up. But let this sink in. Respect us the way you respect our athletes and entertainers. The same way you respect us, the same way you respect fucking Steph Curry for shooting a 3-pointer or dribbling and doing a fancy shot or bringing a trophy to your town. Give us the same respect. Have that same energy. That's all we saying. Have that same energy that you got for Dave Chappelle when he on stage and Dave Chappelle making jokes and shit. Respect us the same way. I'm talking about the people that are not famous. The regular African Americans and Latinos. Because white people, white America, y'all go crazy when Barry Bonds hits a home run out the fucking park. You should have seen all them people in canoes and shit trying to chase his baseball when he hit a ball out. They in boats trying to catch this shit. So like, come on, dog. The love is there, but you can't only love us when we make a hip hop song. You gotta have that same energy. You gotta be able to bring that. You gotta be able to have that same energy. Just have the same energy. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, white America wouldn't know how to handle the energy they give us. If the shoe was on the other foot, white America would not understand the pain we go through. Some people go through it mentally, some people go through it physically, emotionally. They wouldn't be able to handle it. They would not be able to handle that pain, that stress. They wouldn't be able to walk around. They wouldn't even be able to walk around with us calling them names and treating them crazy. It would be a whole different ball game if the roles were reversed. They would not be able to handle that. Systematic racism, the new word. It's just fucking racism to me. It's all racism. It ain't no. I'm not gonna add no slang to it. Systematic racism. That shit just blatantly racism. White America would fold like a beach chair if we pull a them on them. That's the energy they would not be able to handle. If we were the ones doing all this crazy shit, if we were the ones putting knees on necks and stuff like that, if we were the ones beating and spitting and noosing and hanging people from fucking branches and shit like that, it would not. It would probably be just us on this earth. Because they wouldn't be able to make it. They wouldn't be able to make it. It would just be an earth full of black people. And no disrespect to no white people. No disrespect to white people. Not at all. In any way, shape, form, or fashion am I trying to be disrespectful. But what I'm saying is, while we all doing these protests, we need to get on the same page. Slowly, we're doing that by taking down all these Confederate flag, Christopher Columbus statues, these flags, all this racist, these murals that represent racism. We need to do all that, but we need to come to on the same accord. We need to have an understanding that this stuff we've been throwing this shit in y'all face forever. Mount Rushmore. George Washington has slaves. He has a big fucking piece on a mountain. That's him. And a few others. You take that down. You take Mount Rushmore down. You did something. You saying something. You saying something if you take that down. You making some waves now. Now we talking. Now we're talking. If you take that Mount Rushmore down, now we're talking. I understand about Washington, D.C. and all this stuff, and some of the stuff you just can't deface. You just can't take down. Because this is part of the nation. It's the nation's capital. It has to be there, blah, 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 whatever. But that Mount Rushmore should come down. That shouldn't be a thing. You know, it's like, dog, that right there is the ultimate slap in the face. Because you guys got a mountain with a slave master's face attached to it. And I'm not saying change Mount Rushmore and put Malcolm X or Barack Obama on this shit. I'm just saying, take that joint down. Put something else up there. Just put Mount Rushmore. Don't even put nobody's face up there. Let people use their imagination. Oh man, I remember George Washington was there. Okay, we're cool with that, right? Long as his face is not there. We're fine. We'll be all right. Long as his face is not there. You know, because this country, like they got a lot of people that represent this country that are bad. And they shouldn't, and what they did shouldn't be a part of the history of what, like, we don't want to be looked at like that. You don't want America to be looked at like that. You don't want people from a foreign country to say, do the history and say, oh, well, yeah, such and such. Yeah, you know what I mean? We don't want that. We want to start with a clean slate. You know, we want to start off fresh. So let's use this opportunity, this time, and take this opportunity to start out fresh. Bring the heads to the table. Sit down. Let's talk about it. You know, we don't have to keep doing all these peaceful protests. All we need is for people to have an understanding. Understand where we coming from. You know, as in white America, they're not getting treated like dogs by the cops. They're not. That's a fact. So if we could change the dynamics and change the narrative of this story here, we'll be all right. You know, people will have a better understanding on how we should move forward. Cops shouldn't use the type of aggression that they use on young men. Most of these guys are just boys. They're not even grown-ass men. They're just young men getting treated right now. Beat up, hurt, shot. And this is all people the same shade as me. This is not happening to white people. This is not happening to a lot of Asian people. This is happening to African Americans and Latinos. That's who this is happening to. That's who this is happening to. This is happening to the people in my community. So it's like, yo, you guys need to come in our neighborhoods and sit down and talk to us. Tell us why these people are moving with such aggression. What can the young men in the neighborhood do to stop it, to prevent it? Because most of the time, I'm gonna tell you something. They're not doing anything. Dudes' goal in the neighborhood, I don't care what they doing. If they selling drugs or whatever they doing, if they robbing people, their goal is not to get harassed by the cops. Most people avoid cops where I'm from, just so they don't get beat the hell up, robbed or shot. We don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Walking the streets at night is dangerous. Because we not scared of each other. We not scared of each other. We can walk down that block full of fucking gang members and be all right. We're fine. We'll just shake the dice and just roll with it. We're not worried about that. What we're worried about is the police officers. Us walking down the street and a police officer saying, yo, get out the car, let me check you. And we go like this by accident, and they think we resisting arrest because we flinched. They take our hand, they twist us up, they throw us on the floor, they put a foot on our back and all this shit. They threaten to shoot us. That's the type of shit we gotta go through. That's what we need to have a talk about. See, if you're gonna talk, and a lot of guys, if you're gonna talk to the police officers, y'all gonna have these little forums. Y'all gotta tell these officers what's really happening. Don't just try to tell these dudes what they should do. Tell them what's really going on. Let them know what's really going on. Let them know. These dudes got body cams. And I'm pretty sure they cut them shits off. Because a lot of shit is not being televised. It's not on camera. You know, we're starting to find stuff from like 5, 8, 6 months ago, whatever, about young men getting harassed and beat and hung and wowed on and shit like that. Come on, dog. Like, it's inhumane. It's crazy. Like, we're human beings. At the end of the day, we're humans. We are human beings. We don't deserve to die the way most of us are dying. We don't deserve to die by a bullet. We don't deserve to get beat and choked and stomped on. You gotta think about this, man. They treat black people worse than animals. You know, black people, African Americans. I'm not gonna forget the Latinos. We are getting treated worse than animals. Animals' lives mean more than black people's lives. I'm talking about something that's like furry. You feel what I'm saying? Means more to America than us. Human beings. It's like, what are we good for? You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like on some real shit. What do they think we're good for? working. It's like we're good for what they ask us to do. Shoot, act, and be crazy on camera. Play sports. Work. And do shit like that. That's real rap. That's real shit. So what I'm saying to the podcast right now, what I'm saying to the podcast, all the people that's out there that's white, I don't want you to get offended, but I want you to put yourself in a black person's shoes before you go to bed. When you lay down at night, I want you to say, I'm black, and just daydream. Be black before you go to bed. And think about what we go through. And put yourself in our shoes. I want you to put yourself in our shoes. You get pulled over by the cops. I want you to be black for a couple of minutes. And I want you to understand something. You know, that we're treated like animals. I said this third time I said this. If you can't respect that, the fact that y'all treat us, if you can't honor the fact that we don't want to be mistreated anymore, then you're a big part of the problem. You're a huge part of the problem. You're a huge part of the problem. You got to understand. You got to walk in our shoes. You got to put yourself in our shoes and walk. Just try to do it. You know I got a lot of people from Canada on the podcast. They listen and they say, yo, I can't believe it's like that over there. That's because y'all over there. It's nice over there. And America is fucked up. You know it's fucked up when a cop can kill you live on camera. It's fucked up. You know, when I was coming up, when I was a young kid, it was a guy called Amadou Diallo or some shit. And the cops fucking put a plunger in his ass. The shit you fucking do the fucking toilet bowl with. They put the stick inside of him. One of them boys, it was one of them African motherfuckers. I think I said his name right. The cops don't do time for that. That's crazy. They pulled this motherfucker in a room and did the worst shit they could do to the motherfucker. Like, god damn. You feel me? Really fucked up. Really fucked up. Really fucked up. So now when you think about that shit, now these guys are grown men, right? They married to women. If the woman condone actions like that, I don't even give a fuck if you affiliated with something like that. She should be telling her husband, dog, what the fuck were you thinking? Why didn't you stop it? What's wrong with you? We can't be together no more. I don't want to be married to you no more. You see what I'm saying? That's the fucked up shit. That's the shit. That shit is a ripple effect. That shit is a ripple effect. So now they kids got to grow up and say, damn, my dad was one of the cops that did, you know what I'm saying? Career day. Tommy, who's coming to his career? My dad is a police officer. Oh, wow, he's the cop. The teacher gonna recognize him probably. So you probably Google him. These days, everybody Google shit. So they probably Google the police officer name, and then the teacher gonna be like, oh shit, that's the cop that did that shit to the African boy. You can't come to my class and talk to no students if you did some shit like that. It's impossible for you to be a role model after you done shot somebody and killed them or took a plunger and stuck it up their behind. That's impossible for you to even speak to people with a straight face. Think about guys like Sean Bell. He was supposed to get married or something like that. Them cops emptied out on him. You know what I'm saying? This is what I say when I say when you guys listen to this podcast over, I want you to think about what I said. Every white person that listens to this podcast, I want you to put yourself in a black person's shoes and ask yourself, do you think y'all living right? Because y'all condone this shit, you know? Y'all condoning it. The night before his wedding night, one of my friends on Instagram just said, so if you're white and you think you living the proper life and you think your life is all good, put your fucking feet in our shoes. It don't make no sense how African Americans and Latinos can be treated so horrible in this world. You know, so horrible. You know what I'm saying? You got like, let me say this. You got Mexicans, right? It's like one Mexican guy, right? Let me just say this. You got a Mexican man and a lady, a wife, husband and wife. They probably got a bunch of kids in the house. You don't know their story. You don't know what they go through. You don't know how they got here. You don't know the struggle, right? But automatically you assume these people are bad people. Because what the fuck do they do? You know? What do? They don't do shit but work for fucking below minimum wage. But if you let the average white person tell it, they ain't shit. They illegal aliens and all this bullshit. It's like more shit you gotta worry about than a motherfucker working in a fucking restaurant. Because most of the motherfuckers, they work. They work, dog. Every Mexican is not El Capo. Every Mexican is not moving fucking shit around the earth out here, man. They not putting shit in underground. They not moving keys. Some of these motherfuckers work for humiliating salaries. I'm talking about below minimum wage. $5. You got to feed a family of 8 on a $5 hourly wage. That's bullshit. Whoever's giving them that much money should be fucking fired. A new boss should be there. You know, you should be the motherfucker leaving this country for paying motherfuckers that money. Right, at least they willing to work. At least they willing to work. These people are hard workers. So it's like we built this city, right? We built this. It's like the land, we made this shit. And they giving us shit. They give us hell. But we put in the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears. The blood, sweat, and tears. We put that shit in. We put that work in. What's going down, man? We put that work in. We made this fucking country what it is today. You know, we made this country what it is today. But a lot of people can say what they want to say. They could say, oh, you crazy. Oh, fuck you talking about. You didn't do shit. Only thing y'all did was this, that, and the third. No. We motherfucking took the bricks and mortar and did this. The shit y'all doing is easy. We actually built this country. You know? Think about that shit. Yeah, treat these Mexicans like they ain't shit. You can't do that. Because these the same motherfuckers that are fucking in these hotels keeping these shit spotless. And then they go home and they come back home and they come back. They got a clean shit. You ever been to, you ever do, word to mother, they do the shit them motherfuckers will never do shit these motherfucking Mexicans do. You ever been to a hotel? Like say you're on vacation, right? The people that clean the fucking hotel are not white. Word. Do jobs we won't do. Blacks won't do. The shit, we go on vacation. And you go see the people that be cleaning the shit. They don't be black. They don't even be knowing English, right? They clean the shit out of the motherfucking hotels. You ever seen these motherfucking white people, like, and I'm not saying just white people, black people, all of us, like people on vacation. They trash the motherfucking hotels. Liquor bottles, dirty sheets on the floor, shit be looking crazy. These foreigners clean that shit with no fucking problem, dog. The fucking room be spotless. You go back, you go out, you leave, you go walk on South Beach, you go hit the strip or some shit, your room be fucked up. You leave, your room be fucked up, right? You come back, your shit, you could bounce a fucking quarter on that bed. That shit boing. That shit spotless, dog. We can't keep giving these people problems for doing good shit. You know, like I said, every fucking Mexican is not El Capo, dog. These motherfuckers is really, 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 really trying to fucking make it in this country. Walk in their shoes. You know what I'm saying? Walk in their shoes. Just like black people, we go to work, we do some fucking shit that these crazy racist motherfuckers wouldn't think of. You know what I'm saying? Most of us got entry level jobs. We start out entry level, then we work our way up, right? It's like them motherfuckers get shit handed to them almost, damn near, some of them. Out the gate, they going somewhere else. They up here with it. You tell them motherfuckers for a day to do what you do. They'll have a problem with that shit. They'll have a problem with the fucking supervisor telling them, yo, you can't do that, man. Like, dog, you gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? We do this shit like it's like we built for the shit. We just built for that shit. That's why I said, like, we gotta come to an agreement. We gotta sit down and we gotta think. We gotta have an understanding, because if you don't got an understanding, then like it's just gonna be chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta have, like, you know, like, black people, foreign people. You know, the foreigners is on our side. Some of them. You know, you got some fucked up ass foreigners, right? But still, for the most part, they on our side. We gotta sit down with white people instead of marching and beating motherfuckers' brains in and shit and yelling obnoxiously. We gotta sit down with these motherfuckers. You gotta talk to these people and say, yo, look, our expectations are up here now. We not our fucking grandparents, dog. We not down here. We don't expect to be the shoe shiners. We not the shoe shiners no more. That's not what we about, dog. We really got goals and aspirations. And by the people with this systematic, this racism, this bullshit, y'all keep holding us at a point where we can't get above the water. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is tired of swimming, man. We want to sit on the fucking boat. Motherfuckers is tired of this shit. That's where the shit is happening. That's where the miscommunication is coming in at. They not trying to let us in. They not trying to hear us. They not trying to hear what we talking about. But a lot of these protesters, like when they take down these Confederate flags, I don't feed into that shit. That shit is bullshit. That shit is bullshit. It's a start, but it's bullshit. It's a start, but it's bullshit. They trying to hit us with the 52 fake out. Take the shit down, then 10 months later, the shit go right the fuck back up. You know, so with somebody on Instagram just said, it's time for change. It's time for change. This shit can't be momentarily. This shit is a movement. It got to really start from the person sitting at the computer. Like, we all got to figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't let Black Lives Matter speak for us all the time. Because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you can't even trust them. You know what I mean? It's a point. It's at a point where you gotta think. You gotta almost fend for yourself. You just gotta. When you talk to motherfuckers, You gotta bring people down on your level. Like, yo, listen. This the way I think. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to tell these motherfuckers that y'all ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that y'all been getting away with a lot of bullshit for too long. Your opinion counts. You can talk to motherfuckers the way you want, man. You ain't gotta be afraid to say what you gotta say. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? You work around a bunch of white people and shit. And y'all all in the break room. Yo, listen, man. Y'all talking. Yo, look, man. I think we need to have a conversation, man, because it's a lot of bullshit in here. You know, and you fix that circle. That shit spread. That shit spread. More leadership. More leadership. More leadership, because leadership is in our blood, dog. We all got that alpha male mentality. We all got that alpha male mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's just in us. It's in us. You know, it's in us. Just check your friends. Listen to when you talk to your friends. You could tell that motherfuckers got some shit with them, but some of them just can't get that shit to the right motherfucking person. They got some beast inside of them. There's some beast in everybody. It's just all about when it comes out, what you gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we come from where we've come from. We let that shit out the wrong way. We was doing some crazy shit. So we gotta, like, as we get older, we gotta learn how to finesse that shit. It's time. It's time to finesse that shit. We gotta work that shit like magic. We gotta spin that shit. You know, cause we got that shit in us. You know, we can't keep letting people. We can't keep depending on people like fucking Oprah Winfrey, fucking Gayle, Fresh Prince, and Beyonce and Jay-Z. We can't count on them. We can't count on them because they at the level in life where they got a reputation to uphold, and they not letting their reputation take them nowhere but up. They refuse to come down here on our level. This is ground zero right here. They not coming down here. They're not coming down here. If they come down this way, it's just to line their pockets up. Believe that. It's just to line their pockets. They just coming in. They just want us, you know, buy my record, watch my cooking show, or do this or support that. They not gonna come down here and get on our level and support anything we do. And I'm a fan of a lot of them people, but I'm a fan of what they do. I don't care about all that other extra shit, the music and shit. I like the music and shit, but I want you to come here with us. Talk to us. Y'all should, they owe us a conversation. Cause we ain't seeing none of their money. They could donate all this money. They donating money to like Black Lives Matter and all this shit. They get that shit. We ain't getting that shit. I'm not getting that shit. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not seeing none of that. Only thing I'm saying is that they owe us a conversation, dog. They owe us a conversation. The same way y'all packed them stadiums so we could smoke weed and drink beer and do all kind of crazy shit. Pack that stadium and give us a forum, a platform, and let us know how we can move forward with your help. Don't just hide. Don't hide. Don't hide behind your money, man. Because a lot of you motherfuckers are just hiding behind the money, waiting for the coronavirus and all this shit to pass on through. This shit ain't leaving no time soon, dog. This shit ain't going nowhere yet. So while it's here, motherfucker, while these people was protesting and rioting, we want to hear from you. We want to hear from the people that got power, that could make a difference. It's almost like y'all left us. Y'all left us. It's like we motherfuckers is in the hood. And we out here, we going to Brownsville. And y'all motherfuckers, we about to fight with motherfuckers in the projects. And y'all called the cab and left us. And now we fucked up. We in the streets, we trying to fight. And y'all the motherfuckers is down motherfucking Broadway somewhere, chilling. Y'all ran on us. Don't give us that impression that y'all ran on us. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. This shit ain't going nowhere no time soon. This shit is fucking rocking and rolling, dog. We can't get rid of this shit. And on top of that, we gotta go through these fucking protests and these riots and shit. Where's y'all at when we need y'all? You know what I'm saying? Where y'all at when we need y'all motherfuckers, man? Oh, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all come out, like I said, y'all come out when it's a book signing, they come out. When it's a motherfucking twerk fest, they want us to come out and act crazy and shit. But we need our black celebrities now. We need all of them. We need every last one of y'all. We don't need no motherfucking August Alsina and Jada Pinkett controversy. That's the fucking shit to throw us off. We need y'all people to be a voice. We don't need that bullshit. That TMZ shit, we don't need that right now. You know, it's people out here, motherfuckers is dying and shit. Motherfuckers going to jail for dumb shit. People thinking they going to jail for some fucking fly shit, like they marching and they throwing a boot through a fucking window and shit, and they think that shit is cool. Nah, we need motherfuckers out here that's gonna have our back, man. That's gonna tell us like, yo, listen, chill with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all motherfuckers talk to white people all day. Y'all around these people. You billionaires and shit. Y'all got the fucking keys, dog. Y'all got the keys, dog. Y'all can do it. Stop letting your black people down. That's what they doing. They letting us the fuck down. They leaving us out here. They donating money. The only thing they doing is keeping that money in the fucking circle. They donating the money to one fucking organization, and that motherfuckers is doing shit with that bread, and then they doing this, and then they donate it to them, and that's it. Y'all not giving us shit but a fucking headache. And a 99-cent song on iTunes. Y'all not giving us nothing, dog. We got all these fucking entertainers out here. We got motherfuckers like, we got basketball players. Like I said, first of all, they don't give a fuck about y'all. They only care about how much fucking points you make in Game 7 of the fucking NBA Finals. So y'all motherfuckers let that shit sink in. They don't care about you personally. They only like you when you get a steal or when you hit a fucking home run. So why not, man? Why not fucking channel that energy to help your community for real help your community. Like, you got to get out there with these people. You know what I'm saying? We need more than just Jamie Foxx and shit. And Steven Jackson. These dudes is doing their best. They trying their hardest. You know what I'm saying? I just think that the black community gotta wake up. The celebrities and shit. They need to wake up, man. Stop fucking donating your money to your friends and shit and come help us. We fucking human beings too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got all that bread, donate the money, give us some fucking testing sites so we can get this corona shit, we can figure this shit out. Y'all motherfuckers want to be like so stuck on yourself. Got a couple minutes left, man. Thank you, everybody. If it's your first time tuning in on Instagram, Don't let it be your last time. Now you see what the fuck the podcast is all about. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it be your last time. You can catch the rebroadcast. It'll be up. The link will be up in the bio. If you want to listen to the shit, if you want to like tell people, yo, man, my man doing this shit. He got this shit popping. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no fucking bubblegum conversation over here. It ain't none of that bullshit. This ain't the lane we in. We in the left lane. We moving fast over here. We talking about some shit. Everybody that's in the podcast, man, once you get this rebroadcast, leave a comment. Tell me what you think, as usual. Voice comment, whatever. Shout out to Spotify. Shout out to iHeartRadio, Apple iTunes. We lit. We over here. You know what I mean? We the wave. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, like I told my man last night, I said, in the text, you know what I'm saying, I came down kind of hard on him because he made a comment about fucking Keith Van Horn and shit. I told him, I said, shit, you throw the oop and I'm gonna dunk that shit. You say some dumb shit and I'm gonna give you some shit. I'm gonna respond. You know, he ain't feel no type of way, but you know, I had to let him know. Because it's nothing but real shit over here. Newwave Podcast, man. Peace and love, man. Y'all be safe, man. Y'all have a good night. Y'all keep your hands clean. Keep your fucking face clean. Whatever you gotta keep clean. Stay sucker free. Thank you guys for tuning in. I gave y'all 51 minutes of my time, dog. I'm about to do something crazy. I'm about to roll something up and I'm gonna have a glass of wine. Why not? Peace and love.